Okay, back again. This time I want to do something that I hope won't take too long, it'll be pretty quick. What I want is when this starts recording, I want a timer here that tells me how long it's been recording. This is something that I find pretty useful. So I think we'll get in and add it. Let's close that. This is interesting that we get this error. Trying to deallocate video output because we haven't allocated it. Okay, what are we doing? Why is this here? Do I need that here? Is it for the size tees? I do not need that there. Okay. I'll draw a video preview. Okay, we'll just quickly pull this in. But now I think we're actually doing the whole thing. Oh, because it's per window. Fair. We'll just keep that where it was. I'm sure we'll get around to it one day. Okay, so where do we want to draw this? If we go into main, what are we doing? We're doing the video console and the output box. So I think I would like it to be on the same line as the output box, just in here. I think that makes sense. Maybe over to the right or something, but we can deal with that problem later. So I think how I want this to work is after drawing the output box, I think, sure, we'll add another one, rectangle time, I guess, timestamp, or rec timer, I don't know, whatever. We'll add here rec timer dot x equals output box dot x plus output box dot y. No. Width plus plus what? I guess we could put it on the right there. Let's start with this. Screen pad x. Rec timer.y equals output box.y. And do we need to give it a width and height? Okay, so we give it the whole. Does this return its actual width and height? I can't remember. Draw a rectangle. Draw rectangle rec. Oh, draw rectangle rec. So I can give it the output box. I don't know, yellow. So I can do something like that. And then, okay, yeah, so it is the actual output box that ends up being returned. Good. Okay, so let's get rid of this. So then what we can do is that, and we can do width rec timer dot. It's a good question. What do I want the height to be? I think for now we'll do it this way. Maybe we'll change our mind. But this can be get screen width minus 2 times, no, 3 times, because we need the padding between. Ooh, excuse me. We need the padding between it, and then we need to do minus output box dot x, no, dot width, I think. something like that. And then we can go draw rec timer. Sure, that'll do. And then these want to do height here should be max of rec timer and output box. Okay, so let's do that. Let's draw a rec timer. So where's the output box? We will steal these, put them there, and then we want void draw rec timer, and you can give me a rectangle for the region. Okay, and so what we'll do is I think we'll say rec timer output width. This one, let's say 150, and we'll say rec timer output height, and we will say that. And I'll say 150 here. Yeah, and this should be rec timer. Like that, and then this should be rec timer. Okay, cool. That should draw nothing. Brilliant. Okay. So let's open up another widgets here. Let's check this is going. Yep, open up another widgets. We'll go output box. Yeah, so let's clamp the region. That's a good idea. So we will just steal that to begin with. And now what we're going to need is we're going to need to access the PTS, which I think is a double. I'm not sure. Active is TI active. What's TI here? The text input structure. Oh yeah, that's gonna be a problem. That'll probably have to end up being an input to this function, because otherwise we can only draw this function once. And I think we're gonna want at least two of them, particularly for the streaming setup, where you want one recording locally to disk and one streaming. Those will be two different URLs, so we'll definitely need two of these, so it should eventually be a parameter. And I think we might have to do the same here. Wait, is that right? Yeah, we might want to do the same thing here where we pass in the time as a parameter. That maybe makes sense. I'm not sure. Let's take a look at our state structure. Yeah, we'll probably copy this. The thing is, at the moment, I'm privileging implicitly video output over audio output. There are certain things that are tied to the video output, such as, well, if I do this, the time, but also when recording starts, not when audio recording starts, but when video recording starts. And it ends when video recording ends. Whereas for the audio, its on-off switch is like a switch. You can turn it on and off. I think that's fixable quite easily. I'm just thinking for a moment. Maybe in here we'll need to pass in the video or the output format as a parameter. Does that make sense? Should we do that? But what I was saying before is that I think adding essentially a mute or a hide, it maybe is better. Adding a hide for the video shouldn't be too difficult. And I don't know how easy it is to add a track on the fly. So my concern is that starting to this is a much later problem, and also not relevant to what I'm doing today. But my concern is that if you start a recording with just, say, audio, but you want to turn on video, then adding a new stream to the output which has video in it, I don't know if that's possible. because it'll require rewriting the header. Probably. Yeah, I don't know. It's not really important to today's problem. I think today we can just get away with doing this, and we'll privilege video for now. So let's go state, and then here we'll go to do pass in the format, because we have a format, right? Yeah, we do. And it has a start time. That's interesting. We record the start time specifically. I didn't know that. Because we have PTS here. Oh, but PTS is not... Wait, can you compute that from start time? I think so. No, I don't... Wait, can you? No, you can't, because the format could have been... Like I was sort of hypothesizing on before, the format could have been created without the video and the video added later, in which case the PTS is specific to the video and you can't just derive it from the output format time spec. I didn't know we recorded that. That's pretty nice. Yeah, and the audio has its own PTS, yeah. In which case, I think I just want to display the time that the output format's been going. I think that makes the most sense. So we can just grab it from here. So yeah, let's pass in the format, pass in the output format. That's enough. I'll be able to figure it out. Okay, and then we want struct output format equals, let's do it this way. Let's say video outputs, and we'll make this, I don't make the pointer const, just because. Whatever. So video output's 0, because that's how we roll. Dot format. There we go. Okay. I'm not even sure I need this comment here. That should be pretty obvious. In fact, I'm going to even delete it. Okay, we're looking good so far. So what we need is the time. I wonder if there's a function that just does this for us. The first thing I want to check is if this is accurate, this start. So let's go to main. Timestamp maybe? What did I? No, I called it start, and it'll be output format. Yeah. We'll find this. Okay, yeah, so we do when we format ready. Okay, so we open the format and then we set up a couple of streams and then we say, hey, it's ready. And that's when it writes out the header. That's really interesting. That's a good idea, I guess. Thanks, me from the past. You're a real bro. But yeah, okay, so we do actually have this if it's ready. Okay, so if not format ready, return. Otherwise, we're going to clamp the region. All this output box stuff will become rec timer. Okay. And then what we're going to do is get the current time, clock get time. Why am I using clock monotonic? I think that's fine, because I don't think I need to actually know the time. I just need to know how much time has passed. And I don't want that to be variable based off, I don't know, if daylight savings ends halfway through a stream. I don't want the time calculation to be fucked up. So we'll go now. We'll do that. We'll say if yeah. Are we gonna warn about this? Do we have warnings in here? We do. Okay.